Hello, 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 and welcome to another relegation race. It should be, oh, my audio's playing in the background. Hold on, I don't want to hear myself. Okay, that's better. We are here at a topless short for a relegation 6. We have 4 of the 5 drivers here tonight. Cookies and Cream couldn't make it, so it is just going to be Floody, who I have, Texas here, the second Texas, who I officially call Texas 2, Camzilla, and Binkit battling it out for who makes GTD World, or GTD Pro rather, I'm sorry, and who remains in GTD. I believe there are 3 spots open, so the top 3 drivers, the podium drivers, will get it. Whoever's in last place will not. Double check me there, make sure I'm correct, just chat. There's a few of you in there listening to me. Pretty sure we have 3 openings, so it should be interesting to see. Texas Texas 2, the second coming of Texas, the brother of Texas, who is now old switcheroo. So if memory serves, we have 3 spots open here. So the majority of these drivers will get in. So it's going to be who is the odd man out. Everybody is in the Ferrari except for Binkit at this point, who is in the Corvette, trying to take Glovis's advice on the Corvette. Everyone else in the Ferrari for a topless. My personal choice, I would probably pick the Ferrari as well. I like the Ferrari. I just drove the Ferrari. But this is a course with corners, and the Ferrari loves them corners. So it should be interesting to see the difference on the Corvette. The Corvette will be better down this main straight. So if the Corvette gets any opportunities to get a good draft in, that will help for an opportunity for an overtake. The Ferrari is also incredibly fast off the line. The Corvette's no slouch either. It's pretty decent off the line as well. I think it's basically equal to the Ferrari. Enough so that he shouldn't be blatantly beat to the corner if he is ahead. But just on a course like this, I think a more nimble car like the Ferrari is definitely the choice. Only Texas is out currently. We're going to have a full qualifying session followed by a 30-minute race. So it should be medium tires required. So I would imagine everybody's probably going to start on mediums, run as long as they can, and maybe put on softs at the end. That seems to be the strategy that would make sense to me. So hopefully we get started here shortly. Just waiting for, there's the count. I guess the countdown happened. I didn't even notice. All right, qualifying is underway. Let's see who pulls out first. Looks like the lead out there is Camzilla. He's out on the lead car. Texas just behind him. Let's see if he gives him some space. These guys would be advantage to give each other some room here. Binkit, the smart one, saying, I'm going to just sit back here and wait for you guys to go around the track and get some open air. Texas just wipes out on the opening out lap there. Decided, you know what, let's just give that another go. I don't blame you. This Ferrari can be a little tricky under braking, and when you really want to push the grip, it can slide out pretty easily. It can definitely give out on the back end if you push the throttle too hard without any traction control enabled. So it can be a twitchy car, but she is nimble and fun to drive. Binkit made his way out into the track. Yes, he has. So everybody's on their out lap still. We'll pick up Camzilla here for his hot lap. I do not know the names of the corners of this track. I don't know if they even have names because it's not a real track. So they're probably just turn 1, turn 2, and so on. But if anybody knows the names of any of these corners, feel free to shout them out. Hey, Komakopa, how you doing? Good to see ya. So this is our first hot lap with Camzilla here. See what kind of pace he can set for the rest of the field. I'm liking this lap for sure. I don't see any major issues going on here. right? Just a random race in the middle of a Thursday night. What's up, Wizards of Racing? Good to see you joining us tonight. All right, what kind of pace can Camzilla get going here? Flooddy's not too far behind him, trying to get in his wake. It is a 110 flat to begin. Flooddy pulls a 108.7. That's a real good lap. That is the kind of pace I would be expecting on the soft tires, would be in the 108 range, maybe a high 107. I did a couple test laps before everybody got here, just to kind of see what this track was made of, what the pace might be. Roughly about 5% fuel per lap, depending on how hard you're pushing it. Should be about 20, 22 laps. Ah, who is that? Is that Ozzy? Wizard of Racing, are you Ozzy? Yeah, hey Ozzy, how's it doing? How's it going, rather? But how's it doing? All right, so Flooddy currently on the pole with a nice 108.7. Let's see if he can best it here. He's been purple the whole lap. Oh, just shy. I think he messed up the final corner. Camzilla just behind him with a 108.7 himself. 36 thousandths of a second separate the top two drivers. There could be a good battle in store. Exodus is about a half second behind himself, maybe 6/10, and Binkett is about a second off the current pace in that Corvette. I wonder if Binkett will stick with the Corvette here or maybe make a final quick decision to switch cars, thinking he doesn't have it in this vehicle. That would be an interesting set of events. Oh, Binkett with a 109.5. That brings him just shy of a 10th of Texas. Sopranos, nice. I've never watched The Sopranos. I heard it doesn't have the most satisfying ending. I've seen the ending a few times. Just like randomly on YouTube. Camzilla sets a new pole position, 108.4. Let's go. Qualifying is about half over here. Cam on the pole with a 108.4. Flooddy, 108.7. Purple again this lap. Let's follow him through the next sector. Range and new dad fatigue. Does it give you special powers to have new dad fatigue? Let's see what Flooddy is at the end of this sector. Is he still purple? No, blue though. Means he's still within a container. Yeah, I said that. Oh, no. No faster for Flooddy. A Larry hair. Oh, good stuff, good stuff. I'm a little inebriated. I shall try to refrain from any further swearing. Wasn't sure if we were going to do this race or not. I have some Zomboy to get back to here. New patch just came out. Cam purple again, 11 thousandths. Can he extend that lead over Flooddy for the pole position? Oh, not like that, you're not. Car gets loose on him, almost slides out. He does maintain control, but that's definitely going to cost him a half second on that lap. Floody, is he any faster? No. Texas 2. What color are you? That is not the right color. Binkett, are you any faster? That tire, that front right, that's, if he sticks with the Corvette, like, look at the tires on the Ferrari compared to the tires on the Corvette on the front. That Corvette's going to struggle earlier than the other cars. I don't think it's the choice, Binkett. Hate to see it come down to yeah, he is pushing. There are a couple corners you can definitely try to save the tire, and you can extend it a little bit. It's true, we are all within a half second. Binkett blue on this lap. Could improve. Maybe get himself into the third position. Cam into the pits, wants to grab another set of tires. Oh, hold it, gun it. That might have cost him some time there. Yeah, that's the corner that's going to chew tires up, if any corner is. How you navigate that corner, that long, yeah, that's cost him tons of time. That long left, that's going to eat that front right tire up, depending on how you take it. There is a way you can take it and preserve that tire, but you just have to be very cognizant to do it. So we got about a minute left in qualifying. Cam out with a new set of tires and light fuel. He's going to get this outlap done as quick as he can and see if he can't set an even better time to qualify, show off a little bit maybe. Currently he doesn't need it. Floody is in no contention unless he himself pits and then gets out quickly, because I don't know if he would have enough time at this point to pit and get another lap in. So yeah, was 108.9. That's a good lap for tires that worn. That's only 0.2 off his best pace with really beat up tires, so that's a nice lap. No faster for Texas 2. Binkett coming around for probably, well, his second to last lap here. His tires are beat. Should have pulled a cam and gotten a pit in there. So yeah, I heard the tone. Cam is either blue or purple. He's got to be purple. He's got the fastest lap already. So Cam is purple on his low fuel, fresh tires. He is going to set the fastest lap for today. So Cam will have the pole position. Nobody else will have any shot to beat him on these tires. Texas is not even trying right now. He's on auto drive. Binkett's on auto drive. Bloody's coming around. So let's see if Camzilla can best his time. He should be purple here at the end of this sector. Yep, 0.2. Very nice. Coming around the final corner. This is a tricky one. That was well taken. So 108.2, the fastest lap for Relegation 6 tonight. Floody 0.5 behind. Binkett, the farthest driver, 0.7 behind, and Texas himself about, we'll round up to 0.6. So all drivers within a second. This could definitely be a close race. It will come down to how people manage their tires, how they manage their fuel, and how they split this pit. Obviously, I would expect everybody to start on the medium tires here, and then go into the softs at the end, perhaps, or maybe do 2 stints of medium. Corvette might have to do 2 medium stints, honestly. But we'll see what happens with the tire selection as we go. This should be a good one. This should be exciting. I'm hoping for some good stuff here. Any bets on our top car here? Do we think Camzilla is going to pull it out? Do we see an upset from Floody? Does Texas all of a sudden come out of nowhere? Does Binkett find the Corvette? Ozzy's got money on Camzilla. Binkett off the line. Binkett off the line to take the lead. It's the Corvette and the Ferrari are pretty equal on the takeoff, so I don't know if he's going to gain much. Cam Floody, Texas Binkett. Yep, the qualifying order could be the final order. It is very possible. Depends how much battling occurs. If we have a bump, if somebody makes just a blatant mistake, maybe a pit mistake, maybe just puts in too much fuel at their pit stop, maybe fills up when they don't need to, sits in that pit for longer, gets passed. Stuff like that is known to happen. Hey, Preston. Good to see you, too. They finish how they qualified. I think that's probably pretty likely. Yeah, this is my 6th time here. It's pretty nice. I get to talk a lot. People listen to me, Oh, we're about to begin here. 3, 2, 1. And eventually the game loads. Okay. All right, full start. And we are off. Binkett a little quicker than the Ferrari next to him. Just off the start. I don't know if it's going to be enough. Oh, Binkett. Oh, made a nice move. Got around both Ferraris on turn 1 on Floody and Texas. Well done. Off the line. Let's see if he can fight them off. That'll be a tough battle. He's going to be a tough pass, I think. Camzilla might have an opportunity here to get a good gap on these cars early. Go around the hairpin here at the back of the track. Coming up. Oh, Texas a little loose. The other cars, that's a great question. The BMW and the Renault RS01 are the other cars that were available to race. And most, obviously, drivers opting for the Ferrari here. I think the RS01 would have been all right here as well. BMW would not have been good. Would have been about as bad as the Corvette, honestly. Probably worse. Floody died. Oh, no. What happened to Floody? Let's see if we can catch it on the replay. Nope. Looks like it was missed, unfortunately. That's a bummer. Floody lost it somewhere in the back there. Falls into 4th place. Picking up time on these other drivers is not going to be an easy task. The more they're together, the more they can run off each other's slipstream, pulling away even further every lap. I missed it. I'm sorry. Wasn't talking too much, not paying enough attention. Oh. Binkett getting just a little nudge there in the tushy from Texas. Nothing too serious. That's a haunting. It's a Pokemon car. Is that Haunt? I forget their name. Haunter or something. I know they're Pokemon. Oh, Binkett way wide on this corner. Recovers it nicely. Still ahead of Texas. Floody is fighting to pick up some time. I think he has picked up at least a little bit of time. He's currently 2.5 seconds. We'll keep an eye on him there. Haunter, that's it. Thank you. Oh, we have an overtake. An attempt anyway. They're side by side going into turn 2. Or 3, I guess. Binkett on the inside holds it. Will be okay on the cutback? Yes. The battle continues between Texas and Binkett. Floody does have the fastest lap. He will be gaining on these cars quickly then. And there he is already in frame. Picked up that 2.5 seconds quickly. He's down to under a second. But we have a good battle going on between Texas and Binkett. Cam is pulling away. He's up to 4 seconds on this pack of cars. The hard braking zone into the final corner. This is easily the trickiest corner on the track. It's not a tricky track, really. It's a pretty fast track, honestly. It's just a hairpin in that corner, essentially. Floody down to under a second. 7 tenths behind, well in the slipstream now. He can easily catch and get right on Texas's butt on this lap, I think, especially with Binkett up there playing roadblocker, making himself difficult to overtake. Cam is getting just lots of distance on this pack of cars here. I believe all cars did start, yes, on the medium tires. So it will really be how they manage this set of mediums and their fuel tank on this first stint that will really determine how their second stint needs to go and what will be required of them. Look at that, everybody just getting that tail end just a little loose. I think all 3 cars got a little loose on the exit of that corner. That's really funny. Binkett in a nice position here in second place. Texas just looking for that opportunity to just slide right on by. The problem is these Ferraris are not going to catch this Corvette on the straight. So every time down this straight, Binkett is just honestly going to get a little bit farther ahead for the braking zone because, as you can see, the Corvette, you can't catch it. Catches up just maybe a little there at the end, at the very tail end. But it just doesn't give the Ferrari any real opportunity to overtake. So if you want to take him, you're going to have to take him in this back section with all the corners. Preferably that hairpin. If you can get on the inside on that hairpin, you have it. You have the lap. It's just a matter of finding it through this section of the track. This should be where the Ferrari shines the most. See him Binkett protecting that inside. It's almost like Texas heard me right there. He wants to get on that inside. That's exactly where you want to get it. Try to get him out of this corner and hopefully beat him to this corner. This is another corner you could easily beat the Corvette on because he has to really baby that tire. If you force him to really run that tire, you can probably get him down this straight as well. Binkett now really protecting that inside. Floody right in the mix here. We'll follow Floody for a little bit behind the 2 guys. If an overtake happens, we should still be able to see it from here. Binkett a little wide up on that turn 1. Texas still trying to find the inside lane. Floody's just waiting for these 2 guys. Binkett's defense is very good. He's definitely clogging the inside. He's not giving any opportunities. A little wide into the grass. See, Texas is trying to the cutback there on that corner. That is a great idea, in my opinion. That's a great place to try to catch him. But see, the hairpin. So what Texas should do there, since Binkett is guarding that hairpin, is he should try to take the hairpin wider so he can get the faster exit into this section. If he times it just right, he might get on the throttle just before Binkett does and get onto that corner sooner. Floody's just hoping these 2 guys have a wreck and he can get past them both. It'll really come down to the tires. At some point, Binkett's tires are going to just not hold up in the grip quite as much. And that could cause him to blow a corner and give everyone an opportunity to get by. And once they get by, they're going to be gone. Floody here on the outside, neck and neck, side-by-side turn 1 with Texas. Doesn't quite have it, has to give up the corner. Make sure he completes it safely and fast. Wants to get back into that draft. Have an opportunity here. That's the kink of turn 2. Into turn 3 here. Pressure's off Binkett right now. He can run a little faster, a little looser. Doesn't have to guard that inside nearly as much. I'm sure somebody will pit. The undercut is an opportunity as well. Honestly, I don't think the undercut is the way to go because the soft tires are probably going to die and fairly quickly. Like, I don't think they're going to last much longer than maybe 10 minutes with good lap times. So you want to stretch this run out to 20, 22 minutes if you can, and then only run 8 to 10 on the softs, and then you can push hard. And you can also light fuel. That would be the way I would play it. I don't think pitting early for a second medium stint is a great idea, honestly, at all. Floody falls behind a little bit. Texas and Pinkett still battling. Floody still with the fastest lap of the 109 flat. This is some good tight racing in the back of the pack. Cam's lead is only about 5 or 6 seconds at this point from this pack of 3 cars. But whoever's in the back of this pack is who's not going to make it, so this is what's going to definitely matter here. So Cam will just have to race by his lonesome. We'll catch snippets of him off in the distance for the most part. We are going to stick right here the whole time. Texas just looking for that opportunity. It has not materialized. I would say just be patient. Wait for the Corvette's tires to give out. I agree. I think pits is going to be a big factor here. What everybody chooses to do for their second stint is going to be a big factor. How early they pit, how healthy those softs are at the end. Texas with the overtake into turn 1. Oh, he's fine. I don't know. I would adjudicate that. That was not nice. Pinkett just not really giving space to Texas on turn 1. Came down on him hard, pushed him into the inside grass. It might be too late to catch that on replay. Yep. Sorry. I should have hit the button. Sorry. Not paying enough attention. Well, Texas has fallen to the back now after a questionable turn 1 incident with Pinkett. I'm really surprised with the live stewards here. We didn't have a call on that one. There was, I think Texas had good position to claim the inside lane on that corner, and I don't think Pinkett gave him the room. It came down too hard. Should have been more cognizant of the inside. You have to leave the space. I turn now. Good luck, everybody. So Texas has fallen to the back of the pack. It's still tight, though. Anything could happen here. The pits is still going to be the determiner at the end of this race. See how Pinkett's tires are holding up compared to the other drivers. Now, the Ferrari's rears are going to wear a little bit more, but it's really not going to matter much. It could cause a loose exit, perhaps, but the Corvette losing that front tire is going to affect his cornering sooner. Oh, Floody makes the overtake on the outside. Way to go. What an overtake. Let's see if we can catch that again. Nice. Very nice outside overtake. A little bit of contact there in the end as they're both just kind of trying to find as much track as possible. Fantastic outside overtake. Well done. Those are my favorite kinds. Oh, looks like Texas has taken it back. In turn 1, what happened there? Outbrake just a little bit into turn 1. And now Texas is back in the lead, and we're just having position changes like crazy. I can't even keep up. Texas into second place. Pinkett now battling with Floody for third position. But what a crazy lap. Floody started this lap in second and is now in fourth place. Texas started this lap in fourth place and is now in second place. Floody, a little loose on the exit there. Trying to get that timing down of when you can pin that throttle. We're hitting up on the 13-minute mark easily another 7 minutes until any of these cars are going to even consider pitting. 20-minute stint on these settings for medium tires is generally passable in every single car. Cam has used them. Well, no, he hasn't used the most fuel. Actually, Binkett has used the least amount of fuel among the whole group. That is really surprising. Yeah. Hey, Cam, there's a race going on behind you there somewhere. What? Huh? What? Cam could accidentally overfill the tank and be in last place. That could happen. Just got auto drive on up there. Floody still battling with Binkett here. Never get tired of the sound of that Ferrari. Gonna try another outside overtake. Binkett says, no, sir, not this time. Outside overtakes are my favorite overtakes, by the way. Anybody can get on the inside earlier. To beat somebody on the outside, you have to out-corner them. Floody in good position on the inside, coming into turn 3. And that is Floody into third place. Binkett's still close behind, but I think he might be starting to feel that tire. Floody's going to play protector now, I think. Oh, that was close. That could have been a disaster. Floody may want to protect that inside just a hair more. There is a little aggression going on. Texas has pulled away from the battle. Texas has established a gap himself of almost 2 seconds now on third position. After the Binkett and Floody had to battle here, the things have now spread out a little bit among this pack. Cam, of course, way ahead, up about 9 to 10 seconds ahead of the pack of cars. So Binkett's going to have to run his best laps of the race now in last place if he wants to stick and have a chance at the end here. That's a great way to start. Start with a blue lap. You got clean air. Drive your best lap of the race. You got to do that till the end, Binkett. Interesting gear choice coming out of that corner. That's probably why he has so much more fuel than the other cars. I think he is short shifting pretty considerably. He wants to make this stint last as long as possible. He definitely has more fuel than the Ferraris do. That could really help Binkett in the end here. He is fuel saving compared to all the other cars on the track. But that tire, those front tires, may be the counterbalance that causes him problems. Yeah. That's not a great turn one there for Binkett. Floody and Texas have gotten close again. Floody catching Texas. Ran him down from about 1.5 seconds or so down to 0.4 and closer here through the cornery part of the track. Through the back of the hairpin. Floody wants to get second. Texas a little loose on that exit. Car already getting just a little sideways. Floody has his little Oscar Mayer wiener there on the bumper. Optimum, yeah, I mean, I guess it is the optimum shift for the vet. It does happen to fuel save as well. Kind of a 2-for-1 special, I guess. I believe you, though. If you say that's optimum for the vet, I believe you. Yeah, he could go for a no-stop strat if the tires would last that long. I don't think those medium tires are going to last 30 full minutes. I don't think the fuel will last 30 minutes, even with the optimum fuel shifting point. Optimum speed shifting point, rather. It's a bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off. So Floody's tires are just a tiny bit better than Texas's, I think. At least that left is. They're very, very close here, just toggling back and forth. Oddly, Floody's left tire is worse, and his right tire is better than Texas's front tires. So that's an interesting. That's what I said. It is. I'm not arguing with you. Yep. So Binkett has fallen well behind in the Corvette now. Down to 4 seconds behind the group. Oh, when he runs wide on turn one, that's not going to help matters. We should be getting close to the first pit stop at least. We're approaching the 20-minute mark. We're currently 19 minutes, 15 seconds into the race here. At about 20, 22 minutes or so, I would expect cars to start really considering a pit stop. Hold Cam back a bit. I guess he has fallen behind a little bit. He had a bigger gap than this. That's weird. There was no pit stop. Maybe he had an accident. Binkett first into the pits. You got a solid 10 minutes to go here. Yeah, he lost 3 seconds somewhere. I'm not sure where. Maybe he lost it in the corner, in the hairpin or something, the back hairpin, perhaps. So Binkett, okay, going out for a short stint of going for half fuel, about 47% on the soft tires. It will be interesting to see if he can make it the full roughly 9.5 minutes needed. Probably can. Fuel should be fine. Tires should be right there at the ending point there. Yeah, Binkett has his brake bias 5 in the rear there. Floody into the pits. 17% fuel for Floody. Looks like Texas and Cam are going to go at least one more lap. Floody wants to get on those soft tires. Soon, you bitter. How much fuel does Floody go with here? 55. That's probably about right. And of course the soft tires as well. Oh, Binkett right on Floody's tail on the exit there. Let's see where they met up here. Yeah, right as Floody came out of the pits into turn one. So Binkett is going to be battling Floody here right out of the pits. Floody's pit stop. Floody maybe took on a little bit too much fuel, or it's just that Binkett's fuel saving from using the optimum shift point contributed to his catching the other cars a little bit. Camzilla and Texas into the pits as well, 5% and 3% fuel respectively. So just a little bit more fuel for Cam. We'll see if that matters, who jumps out of the pits first between those two cars. Try to keep an eye on them while continuing to watch these guys. Cam definitely got in there first. Cam is up to 60% fuel. That is the most so far of any car that's jumped out. Texas out at 41, so he's going to catch a little bit. And it looks like Texas, Cam, and Binkett are all going to be right on top of each other yet again for the final 7 minutes of this race. So the pit stop shook things up just a little bit. It got Binkett caught back up. but otherwise it's pretty much the same. Binkett on the hot lap on the purple. I believe everybody's probably on the purple with these soft tires at this point, at least Floody and Binkett, having done their out laps already. So 6.5 minutes to go. It is still pretty tight here in the back. It is anybody's ball game. Currently it's Cam with Cam's only got a 2.5 second lead at this point. That has actually been trimmed down considerably. He was up 10 seconds at one point in the race. I'm not sure what is going on with Cam up at the front of the race. If he is having some issues on the track, he needs to get it together. This would be a hell of a race to blow after leading so long. Next is Floody. The new purple fastest lap is Floody with a 107.9. Fantastic lap. 107.995. What do we have from Binkett? We had a 108.8 in the end. He did fall behind. But he, for some reason, kicks on his windshield wiper. Just turned that on. Camzilla, Texas, and Floody are top 3 cars and current promoted drivers. Well, Floody won't be promoted. He will stay in GTD Pro. But Cam and Texas will be promoted. Aerodynamic wipers help the air flow over the car better. That's how Eli does it, of course. Floody cuts the inside curve of that corner maybe a little too tightly. Binkett falling behind. Just over 4.5 minutes to go, essentially. All these drivers are comfortable in their positions. No battling required. Camzilla has down to a 1.5 seconds. Could Texas, just on these soft tires, just catch and overtake? That would be impressive. Purple lap for Texas so far. Fastest lap is still up for grabs. 0.6. Yep, that's a new fastest. 107.649 for Texas 2. Very, very fast. Helped by a little bit of draft there. Floody has fallen way behind, almost 2 seconds now. Can Texas catch and overtake Camzilla? That would be quite the story after Camzilla's huge lead to start this race. They are bumper to bumper. Bloody still threat back there. We get 4 seconds behind third place. Could be literally any corner we could see an overtake take place here. A little loose on the exit there, but a nice recovery to maintain speed for Texas. He's going to try to get in Cam's draft here. I don't think he's going to get enough of him to enough speed to get into the corner on turn 1, so he's going to have to give that one up. See if he can just get a better exit. Try to beat him into the turn 3. Slightly faster. The draft certainly helping. Oh, nice, good corner. Very tight racing here. Yep, guarding the inside all day long. Gotta watch that grass on the left on the exit. Texas trying to see if he can find a little room on the inside. Camzilla guarding for his life. We have 2 more laps to go. Floody has fallen behind a little bit, 2.5 seconds. Cam tries to break the draft a little bit. Little success there. Will Texas get enough of him for a turn 1 attempt? No. Yep. Floody, as long as nothing terrible befalls Floody, he will be okay. He's got a 4-second gap on Binkett still. Has maintained a 4-second gap for quite a while. The penultimate lap here. Oh, Camzilla lied on that corner, but he's going to have the better angle on this. Yep, on the throttle sooner, faster out of the corner. See, that's a huge difference when you go wide. Cam did exactly what I was talking about earlier, getting that wide intake into that hairpin and getting that fast exit. He had very little space to do that without giving up the inside, so very well done by Camzilla. Good exit. Last lap. Camzilla overfueled like crazy, it looks like. He's got way more fuel than all the other cars do. That must be why Cam fell, the gap fell so many seconds. He overfueled the vehicle. Oh, that was close. Caught a little bit of the curb, maybe a hair of grass. Good recovery though from Texas. Good job to maintain control of the car. Time has expired. Floody 3 seconds back with a half-second penalty. I don't think that's going to matter. Binkett 4.5 seconds behind him. Oh, the attempt is made. Texas, is he going to get the inside position? Doesn't look like it. Nope. Cam, that's some very good driving from both drivers. Lots of respect there. Who's going to have it? Camzilla by 95 thousandths of a second. What a photo finish. Oh, I wanted to replay the photo finish, but I couldn't. Victory for Camzilla, followed by Texas and Floody. They will all remain in GTD Pro. Way to go. Great race there at the end. Lots of respect for both drivers, to each other. Thank you, everybody, for coming and watching the race tonight. I'm glad I could give you all a fun show. Be here for the next one, or any other broadcast I might happen to do next season. We'll see what happens. Have a great night, folks. We'll go with the final results here real quick. Fastest lap, Texas Speedsters, 107.649. What a lap. That's a heater for sure. Floody with 107.995. Second fastest, Camzilla, 108.132. And then Binkett in fourth place with a 108.795. Good, respectable showing by everybody. All right, folks. Have a great night.